Listen, y'all. God is thickening up your hater blockers in this season. God is literally thickening up your hater blockers in this season. You are about to be so unbothered. So unbothered by the shade, so unbothered by people talking about you, so unbothered by people maybe even ghosting you, so unbothered that they don't want to be bothered with you. You're not going to even care in this season. Your hater block is going to be so thick, baby, that you're not even going to be able to see them. You're going to be in tunnel vision. You won't be able even to see from the side, baby. Listen, you are going to be so focused on you and doing what's best for you and yours that you won't have time to entertain the foolishness, the pettiness. Your hater block is going to be so thick, sweetheart. All you're going to be able to do is tilt your head down and see a little bit and put them back up and keep it moving. That's the season that you're in right now. You don't have time for the foolish stuff. You don't have time for the petty stuff. God is saying this season right here, he's thickening up your hater blockers. Y'all got to know, if they hated on Jesus, they going to hate on you too. But you're not going to get wrapped up and tied up in what people got to say about you. You have gone through a season now where you've been betrayed, you've been hurt, people done talked about you. Maybe you're still going through that, but I'm telling you right now, this stuff about to just roll off your back. It's going to just roll off your back. You're not going to be concerned with nobody. Your hater blockers are being thickened in this season, y'all. Again, if they hated on Jesus, you know they gonna hate on you. You're a chosen one. You're truly walking in the divine light. You're truly letting God lead you on this walk. You're not just talking about it, you actually being about it. We're living in a day now where we have modern Pharisees and Sadducees, people that think they got it all together, but they really don't. And they coming against somebody that's like you, a chosen one. Just like they came against Jesus. Just like they tried to stop him from doing what he was called to do. The Pharisees hated that he came through there and was doing something different. Hated that he saw himself as a light. They hated that. That's the same thing with you, sweetheart. But I'm telling you right now, your block is going to be so thick, it won't even bother you. You will be unbothered in this season. So y'all, let's get straight into this message, because y'all already know I told y'all we're switching it up a little bit. We're going with the cards, and I'm not stopping there. So y'all, listen. The first one, your truth and authenticity is threatening. And for those of you that's wondering, that's asking all these questions, these are literally just cards that I've written on, index cards that I've written on. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm a very sweet person, y'all. But when it comes down to me doing what God told me to do, I get real dirty with that. I get in the mud. I don't mind standing up for myself and what I believe, because that's how Jesus did. So if he did it, why can't I do it? If he can speak up and be bold, that's the same thing I'm going to do. I'm coming in to shake up the norm. People get mad when you walk in your authenticity. They all of a sudden become threatened by that. And these are the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the saints and the ain'ts, the people that's supposed to be rocking with you, but they don't. Because you're a true chosen one. You carry the light. You're coming to make a change. You're not talking about it. You're just being about it. Literally. Your heart is what's causing you to move forward, causing you to be favored, causing you to be blessed, causing you to move on from some people and things that no longer serve you. They don't deserve you. That's why. Your hater block is about to be on so thick. As you turn your back and walk away, baby, you're going to have them shades on and you're not going to be able to see nobody, nothing. Tunnel vision. Again, your truth and authenticity is threatening to people. It's threatening to people. And I got something to back that up with that. The Pharisees hated Jesus too, the same way. When he came through there, his truth, his authenticity, all of that, it threatened them. The Pharisees regarded Jesus as a challenge to their authority in the synagogue. That's another one of my cards, yo. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it is what it is. I have to go forward. And I'm doing this the way that I'm doing it because I want you to do the same thing. Do not let anybody back you down about nothing regarding your walk, regarding your faith, especially when you have a whole relationship with God. It's not about religion, but you got a relationship. Jesus already knew what he was called to do. He knew he was on a mission. But when he came on the scene, the Pharisees got upset with him. They hated on him because he was walking in his authenticity. He was walking in his authority. He knew the assignment. And so he was unbothered. He continued on about his business. He continued on with his disciples. He continued on to do what God called him to do. That's the same thing with you. But sweetheart, we're going to do it with our hater blockers on. Period. Listen, let's go to the next one. When you clock and expose familiar spirits, you become the villain. Another one. And another one. When you clock and expose familiar spirits, you become the villain. People tell you to speak the truth and to preach and all of that, but then when you step on their toes and when you step in their home and you begin to expose them and their darkness, oh, it's a problem. It's a whole problem. They get to hating, they get to talking about how you did, what you did, why you did, and you shouldn't, and we're not even worried about it. Listen, I got something to back that up too. The Pharisees hated Jesus. They hated what he did. They hated what he stood for. Same thing with you. He clocking people, clocking the spirits that they carry. Matthew 12, 1 through 14. Pharisees accused Jesus and his disciples of not keeping the Sabbath day holy. The moment he came through there and wanted to do something a little different, shaking up things, doing things how he's been called to do and led to do, they got upset with him. Mad because they can't control him. Mad because he's not coming in and doing what they want him to do. Mad because he's walking around healing people. He preaching the word. And people are actually following him. Following him. The chosen one. People following you. People listening to you. And y'all, this is not just for me. It's for you too. Your family, even if they don't say nothing to you, I'm sure they're watching you. In some kind of capacity, they're watching you as you stand in your authority, as you move forward, as you trust God. They are watching you. They will never say anything. Strangers, neighbors, old friends, lovers, watching you. Watching you do your thing. Listen, but when you clock and you start exposing those familiar spirits, they get upset. They get upset. But again, we got our blockers on. We don't care. We have our hater blockers on in this season. We do not care what anybody have to say at all. Let's go to the next one. When they can't stop you themselves, they rally together with people they don't even like. People hating on you. That's what the bottom foundation of this whole message. Hating on you, the chosen one. And when they can't stop you by themselves, they rally with people that they don't even like. They don't even like that homeboy. They don't even like that girl. But yet they some kind of way become friends because they have a thing in common. They don't like you. That's their common ground. They don't like you. So they gang stalk you, monitoring you, trying to stop you. They have to come together as a group to come against you. You're one person. Y'all think about that. Think about how powerful you are. One person. They need a gang of people for you. You might be thinking little old me, but it's not little old me. It's anointed me. It's bold me. It's I got it like that me. Respectfully, humbly, because they always want you to be humble. If they hated on Jesus, they're going to do the same thing to you. And they have to come together to do that. Listen, y'all, I got a card to back that up too. The Pharisees and Sadducees didn't like Jesus and they partnered with Judas to take him out. Judas is supposed to be in his camp. Judas is supposed to be one of his right-hand men. Judas was one of the disciples. But yet he partnered with the Pharisees and the Sadducees to come against Jesus, to take him out. Because they hated on him. Hating that he was making a change. Hating that he was making a difference. Hating that he was built different. Hating that he didn't mind stepping outside the box, doing what he was called to do. And he did it with power. He did it with authority. He did it with boldness. He did it unbothered. Putting them hater blockers on and keeping it moving. Putting your hater blockers on and keeping it moving, regardless. If they hated on Jesus, they're going to hate on you too. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Again, y'all, we're walking in our authority. We're walking in our authenticity. We're walking and we're exposing anybody and anything that may be in the way that's trying to stop us from doing what God has called us to do. We're being bold about what God has put inside of us and being unapologetic about it. Period. Period. Get out the way. Get out the way. If you don't want to be trampled on in this season, get out the way. I'm telling you right now, this is the time that we're in right now. Y'all listen, I told y'all I am a sweet person. I don't mind loving. I don't mind doing, extra for people. But when you come against something that I feel like I've been called to do, and especially when there's other souls and other people connected to it, I get a little crazy. I do. So I'm telling you, y'all, this is me speaking from my experience and what I'm going through, but you got to have that same mentality. You have to have that same mentality. Don't let anybody talk you down about something that God has told you, regardless of how crazy it looks, regardless of how it sounds. You put on your hater blockers and you walk heavy. They need to get out the way or they're going to get trampled on in this season. Get out the way or you're going to get trampled on. We putting our foot on the enemy's neck. I don't care if it's a Pharisee, Sadducees, saints, ain't, whoever they call themselves to be. It don't matter. It don't. It does not matter in this season, y'all. This could be friends, family, lovers, anybody that you feel like you need to cut off that's stopping you, your growth, anything like that. They have to go. You got to remove them. You cannot hold space in your life for these people anymore. If you're just now getting on this chosen vibe, if you're just now awakening, I know it's hard. These are people that you probably have history with, that you've been rocking with for a while, or you think been rocking with you and they really haven't, and you still holding on to whatever. You got to let them go. You have to let them go. They're all about themselves. They're all about themselves. In the moment your light keep brightening and you keep becoming wise and you wisen up and you know better now. Listen, they have a whole problem with that. Put the blockers on, keep it moving. Put the blockers on, keep it moving. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody not gonna rock with you. Everybody not gonna like you. That's fine. As long as you got that one backing you up, which is the Most High, you good. You're good. You're good. Trust me, you're good. Listen, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank you to all of you that's supporting, that's loving, that's giving cash apps, donations, and through super thanks and PayPals and all of that, y'all. Please know that I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for your love, support, your comments, for your thumbs up. Thank y'all for continuing to show up, rocking with me. Those of you that's really rocking with me, thank y'all so much, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. We're going to continue to walk heavy. We're going to continue to unfold whatever our journeys is in our own way. We're going to continue to do that. I'm only here to help boost you, motivate you, love on you, so that you know you're not doing this alone. That's my only task here, y'all. God has to do the rest. So for those of you that's worried about this and that religion, this religion, that, let God be God. Don't try to play his role. Let God be God. If anybody is walking in error, let God be God. That's a problem that I have. I got to talk about it, y'all. That's a problem that I have with religion, Christians, whatever it want to be. Christians is one of the religions that's the most divided. It's the most divided. If you talk to any other religion, them people stick together. They believe what they believe and they go hard about it. Period. But Christians, everybody want to think that they right. Modern day Pharisees, Sadducees, they want to be controlling. We got to stop that. Let people walk out their own faith. If they get it wrong, God is going to correct them. Trust me, he will. And if you so tapped in and you got it together, pray for them. In the moment you pray, your prayer should meet heaven. Your prayer should reach God and they should be convicted. But until then, sweetheart, it is what it is. Allow people to walk out their faith. That's it. That's all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.